Hey everyone. So lately I've been playing a lot of retro video games. And as I've been playing on my phone, I've been using the Delta emulator app, which I reviewed a few months ago on this channel. Be sure to check out that video if you haven't already. As I've been playing more games though, I find myself wanting some sort of extra controller peripheral device that accompanies my phone, but that connects onto the phone. Not like one of those standalone controllers like an Xbox or PlayStation controller that you could pair with and still play. So, as I've been researching what's out there on the market, I came across an interesting new product called the Gamesir Pocket Taco. It's available for pre-order now, and I just put in an order this morning. In this video, I'm going to take a look at the Gamesir Pocket Taco website and just go over some of the specs around the product, and maybe you'll decide if it's something that you want to buy for yourself as well. So, with that said, let's get to it. So here we are on Gamesir's website. Now, admittedly, I'm not too familiar with Gamesir. I've never purchased anything from them, never used their products. But as I've been looking for possible solutions for controllers for my Delta emulator app on iPhone, I've found this come up a lot in Reddit threads or just online forum discussions. And from my understanding, this product is still in pre-development, so you can pre-order it right now. I believe there may have been a Kickstarter for it, but it's currently being listed at $34.99. I did order one just this morning, and after all the applicable taxes and what have you, it comes out to be about $38 and some change all in for the product. And it's going to start shipping on March 15th. So within a month or so, I should hopefully have this in my hands, and I'll be able to do a full-on product review and share my experiences with it with you at that time. One of the things I really like about this is it's got that classic gray old school Game Boy look to it. So it's got the purple controllers, which again, iconic for the old Game Boy. It does have A, B, X, and Y. That's because mainly a lot of the games that you're going to play on here from a retro perspective, they're either going to utilize the Super NES control schematics, which this meets, or Sega Genesis. So these extra buttons will be very helpful to play those games. Now, just looking at some of the other pictures here, you can see how it has that little taco formation to it, which just will open up and fit your phone within it. I did read that it has some silicone protectors on it that will hold your phone into place. It does have a smart power on and off to automatically power off basically when you're not using it. Now, here's something I thought that was interesting. There's a built-in keyboard mode, so I'm not really sure why you would utilize that other than just additional control mapping. I personally don't plan on using that built-in keyboard mode, but it does add a different layer of versatility to the product in that it's not just exclusively utilized for phone products. Like, you could use this with other devices as well. You could use it as a standalone controller that hooks up to your PC or Mac device if you want it as well, which is pretty cool. Now, this also has customization via their Gamesir app. Again, I'm not familiar with the app because I've never used Gamesir before, but my understanding is that you're able to go in and remap buttons to other things. So if you want your A button to be your E on your keyboard or whatever, you can do that. I've also heard that if you want to change your D-pad to make it more of an analog stick, you can do that as well too through that Gamesir app. So that's pretty cool that they allow that. Now, on their website again too, they're really pushing the portability of this, which rightly so. I mean, it connects to your phone, so of course it should be able to slip in your pocket. But I love this picture here because this is such a throwback to an old school Game Boy ad or that Game Boy era of gaming, and I just love that call to nostalgia that they're pulling on here while also introducing a more modern product to accompany your mobile device. This here just looks really cool too, holding it like this. Now again, I'm buying this mainly for the precision buttons because when I try to play through the Delta emulator app, I'm often finding that my thumb on the D-pad, pushing up or right or left, just trying to rotate quickly between those motions, not always recognized, And again, that's no fault of the app. That could just be how the sensitivity of the touch screen of the phone is set up. Or, again, my muscle memory is paired to work with physical buttons, because that's how I played these games previously. It's a little bit different to play it natively on an iPhone screen without the actual buttons protruding upwards. So I'm really hoping that that will fix that problem for me. And then, as I mentioned before too, I'm just looking for a little bit more grip on the phone, a little more bulk on the backside, a little more junk in the trunk to put the rest of my fingers and hands around so I can get a better hold and grip on the phone as I play. And of course, they're talking about the Bluetooth connection, portable and lightweight, of course. There's the built-in keyboard mode, which I've already mentioned. It has a 600 mAh battery. It does have the L1, L2, R1, R2 triggers, which are going to be very important for some of those other games out there. But yeah, I'm very excited to try this out. I think it's a great price point at $34.99. Why not take a chance? And then, they do have some other products listed here on their website. A lot of these look like backbones. I've never used any of these products. I've used similar items, so I can't really speak to how these are, but everything I've read online about Gamesir, people tend to really enjoy their products. So I'm definitely excited to see how this works out for me. And I'll definitely do a full review on this, like I mentioned. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for subscribing. Catch you next time. Take care.